will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Complete.
12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 41, Mahomes. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
And it's 3rd down.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 29, Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Nick Chubb taking it in. And the Chiefs are going to take a 1st quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
7. Broncos nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that 2nd level and 3rd, and that's what they were able to exploit.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From midfield, here's Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. This is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Denver Broncos.
A huge play there for Denver. 49 yards.
1-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Running left, it's Gordon on the toss. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too, because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
These two teams all tied after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A run for Nick Chubb. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. And Tate's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Mahomes firing complete.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Harrison Butker for the Chiefs field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Distance was never an issue, not in this mile-high air. But it doesn't matter what elevation you're at if you don't put it on target. And this one kind of takes off on him.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The tackle made at the 47.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Open man Hamler, that's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. KJ Hamler, 38 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Chiefs 7. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. The former first-round pick Kareem Jackson there defensively.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw, it's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
That's the reason we ball for.
Mahomes to throw once more. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Mahomes again. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Not much there, only a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And again, it's Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 34.
A 34-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Locke. Flushed out right. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Kickoff for Kansas City.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the half will begin with a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
To throw again on 2nd down. Locke escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Let's go, team.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Mahomes now on first down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up
at the 29 now. They'll head to the line. Second and a yard. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's who is running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And it's complete to Kelce. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
16 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At their 49-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. That takes us from second to third down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
4 yards. It's now fourth down.
Mahomes going to go on fourth down. And going deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Kansas City.
Tyreek Hill, 47 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Chiefs 17, Broncos 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense.
And this is caught at the 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
16-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
And they'll run the end around here with Judy. And they get to him quickly here as he stops right around the 13. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
It's a gain of 3.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Buying time to his left. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
And again, it's Chubb. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Nick Chubb, the ball carrier. Brought down at the 30.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact. On time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And down right around the 37. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all that beef out in front of the runner.
Yeah, I had an old coach say 3 words on those plays, toss or pitch. Set the edge. Heard him over and over.
A lot of times they roll the edge, and when they do that, that's why you can go for a long way.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now to the air, Locke. They'll roll him out right. He'll try it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
they run it again with Chubb. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
On the carry.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And it's 3rd.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Complete to number 10.
Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Is good.
Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously, points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a 2nd down and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Jerry Jeudy, 63 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that.
Brings up 2nd.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Chubb. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Chubb. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
A carry for the fullback. This is Mike Burton. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Short game, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Mahomes to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. They run. Chubb fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Fuller.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. This to advance to the divisional round. And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick 6 or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We can call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. An opening for Chubb on first down as he dashes forward for about 7. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On the ground, it's Chubb. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
First throw of overtime for Mahomes. Flush to his right. That's out to Chubb, complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just know where to go, where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Flushed out right. And this is caught. It's a touchdown in overtime.
Kansas City.